Almost there. Right, there we go. Hello everyone, my name is SiC. Welcome to Anno 1800. So, today is the start of the official closed beta. So what we're playing here today is not going to be the final game, and it doesn't have all the content yet. For example, the campaign is not there. There is a civilization tier that is missing as well, but for all intents and purposes we are playing a pretty much feature complete game, because Anno 1800 was supposed to come out in February. Unfortunately, that date has been pushed back a little bit, but it should be coming very soon. Now hopefully, I don't know, like I played the alpha build and it was in need of some work. Hopefully the beta is much improved, but of course they did push the release date back, so it remains to be seen. They do want that extra bit of time to polish the experience as much as they can. Anyway, let's start a new game here. Let's see, we can play with more guidance or less guidance. Let's have a look. Receive guidance and tips on how to play. You can still disable this later. Well, this is a new game. Like, I have had a little bit of experience. I don't know everything about this game. This might be pretty interesting to have on for now, so that we at least know a little bit more about all the things that we are doing. So, let's continue with a little bit more guidance. Now we can choose a portrait as well, and there are quite a few people available from the very start, though a few more are locked, and they are probably locked behind achievements, just like in Anno 1404. Now, Anno 1404 was the last real Anno game that I played. I do own 2070, Anno 2070. I didn't play it very much because, well, I didn't quite like the setting as much, and they did make some concessions in the depth of the gameplay, which I didn't quite like. 2205, the other one, apparently was even worse in terms of lacking depth. But this game should be a return to form, and when I played the alpha build, I have to say it really did look that way. Let's have a look who we are. They don't seem to be named, but we have probably, like, these are all characters from the game that we can meet somewhere. This guy looks pretty cool. Like, he looks like royalty, but I like his beard. So let's go with that one. Now we can choose a logo and a color as well. That's cool. Lots of them are unlocked already, so let's find a nice one. I was born in August, so I'm a Leo. Having a lion makes sense, I guess. Unfortunately, there is no orange color. I would have liked orange, but yellow is pretty close as well, I suppose. Is there anything else that we might like instead? Nah, I think the lion works pretty well. And it looks like royalty, so player name. It is most definitely not Angie Ripibi. No. That will be SiC. Thank you very much. Alright, so we can start on normal, advanced, or expert mode. Now I think, oh, because these maps should be randomly generated at this point as well. So we have abundant minerals, large world and islands, high fertility, full construction refunds, and so on. I don't like that so much. We can start with less money on advanced. We will have an average world and islands, average minerals. Basically everything is average. We can get half of the construction costs refunded if we destroy a building. And there is a monetary cost for relocating buildings. Now this is something new to the game that is actually quite cool. Now we have expert mode. We have almost no money, small world and islands, few minerals, low fertility, no construction refunds, or no building relocation. I think we're going to go with advanced, because I have played Anno quite a bit. Like 1404, I played that one quite a bit. It also seems to change the difficulty of the people that we're playing against. So this would be the easy AI, the medium AI, and the hard AI. And these people look suitably pissed off to be hard AI. And these guys look like they can go either way. Like, they're kind of serious. And these guys, actually, I don't know. They look pretty serious to me too. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass here, but let's start the game. So, Anno 1800. It is a game that is really appealing to me because, like I said, I didn't really like the setting of the most recent two Anno games, because they were set in the future or near future, and I don't know, something was lost in terms of the graphics that I didn't quite like. Now, the original games are 2D, they're pretty old as well, so they're not great visually either, but 1404 had an amazing aesthetic. Alright, so load times are pretty much increased, that's pretty good. Oh, yeah, okay. Right off the bat, I want to change some things around, because the controls, like the camera controls, are set to the arrow keys. I don't like that. So camera forward will be W, left will be A, of course, backward will be S. Let's override that, and of course camera to the right will be D, which we will also confirm. That's a much more comfortable position for my hands to be in. Alright, so we've got an island that we started in already when we have our small imperial trading post. Now let me know if the sounds are good or not. Man, the graphics are so good. It looks really beautiful, and we have a lot of detail, like in the height with the cliffs over here. It's really cool. Anyway, we need to build a marketplace, we need to build 8 farmer residences and attract 10 farmers total. So let's have a look at the marketplace. Now, it seems to me... Oh, this is interesting. We can place this anywhere we want. Interesting. Because in Anno 1404, there was a range that you had to place it in that was a certain distance away from your trading post. But now we can kind of select where we want to start. So let's have a look. We have a lot of resources over here, including there as well, lots of stuff over here as well. We also have a mine place right there, another one there, so yeah. I think we're just going to start over here somewhere, and we can expand upon this later, and we can maybe build around that little mine as well a little bit. This is going to be an interesting map anyway. That's, I can't rotate. There must be a button for that as well. Let me just quickly find it. It has to be somewhere. Copy mode, blueprint mode. There has to be a button. Build road. Rotate building left is a comma and a dot. That's a word. It's I don't know. I can't remember in English just now, but let's just change this to R, and I will just use that for rotating everything. Alright, so maybe we want to start in this line. And I like these little black lines as well that kind of show the line running out. It's a little bit easier to place things in line with each other, so that's pretty good. Now, of course, any building needs to be accessible by a road, so let's build that one next. And then we need 8 farmer residences. Now, the farmer residences look like they take up 3 squares. So that means in this length we can place 2 and then we can have a road going around, but in this length it won't quite fit. So that is something to take into account. Anyway, and that is 8 farmer residences right there. Let's build a road. Like I said, I did play the technical alpha, so I'm a little bit more familiar with how the game works. And now, no connection to the harbor, so that is another thing that is important. So let's build a road here. And now we can continue this in a nice straight line. Right, the first foundations attract 10 farmers. Oh, we're getting there. People are still moving in. It's not instant. But one of the first things that we need in this production chain is timber. Now, clicking on this opens up a submenu that shows what we need. Alright, primary resource. Right, so primary resource, build a lumberjack's hut, and construction materials, build a sawmill. We need to build a small warehouse, connect to the trading post or warehouse via a street. So we can build a small warehouse somewhere. Let's have a look. This is the small warehouse. Now, things have changed a little bit in the way that works. Well, let's see, let's place this thing, because I don't remember. Actually, let's place this first, because we can make sure that we have maximum range. And I would like to. And we can see the productivity. So the more we get, or the closer we get to the mountain, it also takes longer to construct, but the productivity also goes down. So we want that to be at 100% roughly. Let's see, 95. That is perfect. All right, and we can get 100% there. That's an interesting bit because we do lose a little bit of terrain there. But oh well. And they're not actually in line. That's a little bit annoying. All right, let's drag out that road because that is going to annoy me to no end. And actually it says we only needed the one, yeah? I think so. So let's build a wood mill right there. And then of course we needed the small warehouse, which we're going to place right there, I think. Now we'll get the road, link it up to right there. Okay, so that's one quest all done. Now I think, oh let's see, storage is shared across all warehouses. Once your goods have been delivered to a warehouse, they become accessible to the whole island. Now the way this used to work in Anno 1404 was that the warehouse would actually send out market carts. And I think in this case, the carts actually come from the buildings. But I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, we need to get some more farmers, so we can actually continue building up some of this stuff, but we need more wood, so we have to wait for these guys to come in a little bit. So this might be a good opportunity to take a little bit of a better look at the graphics. Oh, and we also have unlocked new buildings. Let's have a look. Fishery. Right, of course the people need to be fed, so that is something that we have to do next. We need to get a fishery, but first of course we need planks, and the planks are coming pretty soon. Like, they're being brought over right now. But yeah, like I said, I think right now these carts actually come from the production buildings themselves instead of from the warehouse. And that was a thing that you had to take into account with Anno 1404, is that warehouses had a limited amount of carts. And so the more production buildings you placed around them, the less effective it would be. Alright, so we got the wood. Let's get a fishery set up. We can place one right there. And of course, it looks like it might be connected, but I'm not entirely sure. So we're going to drag out the road a little bit. Now, let's have a look at the graphics, eh? Because the water and everything is very detailed and it looks amazing. You can see through to the bottom of the sea here. And man, I love the fact that we go back to a bit of an older age. Like, this is of course the Industrial Revolution. So that means that we do get a big industry, we can turn the whole map into a giant hellscape. And we might probably have to do that at some point. But right now, it looks really nice. Right, so how much do we need for a farmer residence? We need 2 wood as well. That was good to know. Right, now one of the cool things about the Anno series is that if we press F1, we actually go into postcard mode. Look at that. Now, of course, we have the Fog of War that is still available, though we can see we have an island over there and some stuff over there as well. But we can get a really great view of everything. Look at that. All the little people going about their business, carrying planks and boxes everywhere. Maintenance on the gun. The ship that is waiting to be sent somewhere. We have the fishery pier. And of course, we have our first market. We have a few buildings where people can live, and they actually just walk in between the buildings. They look into the windows. Look at that. That is fantastic. There is so much detail in this game, and that is something, like, this is the kind of charm that I really missed in the last 2 Anno games. There's just so much going on here, and it looks more relatable. Alright, so of course we need some more houses, so we're just going to drag them out a little bit like that. And we need to drag the road out a little bit as well. Now, when we click on this, we can actually kind of see the area that it surfaces. This is also slightly different from 1404, which is, of course, my most recent memory, I guess, of this game, of this series, I mean. But the way it worked in 1404 is that you had a strict radius, and anything outside of that radius simply would not be surfaced. Now in this game it seems to be a little bit different, where it's most effective here, and it's slightly less effective out there, and if we build houses over here, they might not be surfaced whatsoever. But yeah, that's something that we'll have to find out for ourselves. Okay, yeah, more houses, because we need more people. Farmer residence. Yeah, this is really cool. Alright, so we have our ship, of course. It is called the Endeavor. Let's have a look. Oh, we have timber in here. Oh, wait. Right, so this is in the flagship right now. And this is what we have in store in our village. So we can get the weapons to go in here. We can get the steel beams to go in there. And we might be able to put in all the wood. Yes, we can. Awesome. So now the ship is empty. That is fantastic. Let's send it out for exploration, because I did see some other islands. Another thing that is new to Anno 1800 is when we click on this guy, you can actually see a wind direction. So if we send him in this direction, he will actually be faster. And if we send him over there, he'll be slower. So that makes a little bit of a difference for naval combat. Now at some point you can get ironclad ships, which, well, they don't care about the wind whatsoever. But they might be outmaneuvered by these little ships that do take care of that stuff. Or that do take advantage of that stuff. Right. Meanwhile, alright, let's have a look. Bente Jorgensen is a gentle young woman with a passion for exploring the world. Like you, she has just started her own company, and she'll be more than happy to interact and deal with you as her company grows. Cool, so we found another player. And oh, she built a lighthouse. Alright, she's already a little bit further away from me. Or further ahead. Ooh, Goldford. Sir Archibald Blake. This looks like a trader. This is not a regular island that people can build on. Let's see, is the Queen's representative. He always has interesting items and goods for sale at his harbor. Alright, cool, that's good to know. Alright, so where is our ship? There it is. Let's send it over here. Meanwhile, we have unlocked new buildings, so we're going to have to take advantage of those. So let's have a look at this guy as well. He is working at 100%. That's good to know. Because we can actually... Ooh, they're not working at 100%, but it's still functioning well enough. Yeah. So it does say normal productivity, processing time takes about 15 seconds, so that is the time it takes to make one bit of wood. It also takes this guy 15 seconds to make timber. So that is basically one-on-one, and that works out perfectly. Now then, we can make new stuff. So let's continue on with that. The people, when we click on them, we can actually look at what they want. So right now, they want work clothes. And we can also make snubs. And snubs basically make people happier, I think. I think that's the way it works. It's not necessarily a hard requirement, but it does help to make them happier. And if they're happy, we can maybe increase the working conditions to lower levels. Or that's not increasing, it's decreasing the working conditions to lower levels, so we can get more production out of them, but it's compensated by the fact that they can drink themselves to death. Anyway, what they really need though is work clothes, so let's start with that. So we need a sheep farm. It produces wool in 30 seconds, and work clothes are also produced in 30 seconds, so I think we need one of each. Alright, so where do we want to place this? Because I think we want to reserve this area for another lumber area. So if we place this kind of like that, now we can create a road. We'll drag it out to here. Now if we click this, we actually need a sheepfold. And if we click this, actually, oh, this is a little bit different. It's a little bit bigger than I expected. Alright, that's good to know. So the sheepfold, that is something new, is 3 by 3 tiles. That is good to know. So we will demolish this. We got back a little bit of stuff, but I want to maximize the area that we can actually do stuff in. So, sheep farm. Yeah, if we place it down right here, actually that's a little bit better. So we can click on this, we can create the sheep folds, connect them up like that, and that will work perfectly. And then of course we need the framework for the knitters, or the framework knitters, or whatever, I don't know. Anyway, we also have another mechanic in this game that is slightly different, which is also interesting in that we have a set amount of workers. So we have the farmer workforce. Right now we have employed 100 out of a possible 126, which means that we have 26 people to spare that don't have a job right now. And of course, if we don't have enough people, that becomes a problem, because then all of our production buildings actually don't have that, they don't have the people to work there, so we won't be able to work fully efficiently. And Harlow. Uh-oh, crap. Let's pull you back here for now. We found the pirates. Holy shit. Dungaree entered a state of war. Yeah. Right, so this is the hiding place of Anne Harlow. We also found another bit of information, so let's have a look at that. George Smith seems to be experienced in everything life has to offer. Grumpy though he may be, he will gladly deal with you as long as you show a similar strength of principles in your actions. Alright. That is good to know. Now these guys should be working at 100% pretty soon, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's have a look. Actually, how much does it produce? 4. Or well, no, this is the maximum storage before it stops. So basically the ratio is 1:1, and production does seem to go up. So we'll have to keep an eye on this. If it goes down or stays at a lower percentage, we might have to build another farm. But for now, it will be okay. Now I do think we can use a little bit, or a few more people, because if we want to make the potato farm and the snaps, let's have a look. We need 50 more people and 20 there. So that's 70 more people that we need, and we only have 28 to spare. So that is something that we have to increase a little bit. Oh, that's a mistake. How are the sound levels, by the way? Let me know in the chat, please, because I can't really check for myself right now. Anyway. Alright, so we get some more people in here. Also, we can get some more houses right there. So already our town is getting a little bit of an asymmetrical shape, but that's fine. We do make use of this little extra road here quite nicely, I think. Alright, more things have been unlocked for us. So we can make a fire station, which is, well, very useful to have. Apparently, it doesn't look like they need action, like they don't need people to work in there, which is interesting. It just has a flat maintenance cost. Now, right now, our maintenance, or like our monetary balance, is negative. We're making minus 67 gold per, I don't know how much time, but money is going down. We still have quite a lot, so it's not a problem yet, but it is something that we have to keep an eye on. Now then, we can also make a pub. It also requires no workers, but there's also a maintenance cost, but it will make people happier. Yeah, so that is something that we can build actually. That should be pretty nice to have right away. Let's have a look. If we place it down like this, it has 4 out of 4. We might even build it over here or something, but that doesn't quite work out the way I'd like to with the road system. Like this works okay, but then it doesn't service everyone. And that also doesn't look very nice. So maybe we can do it like this. It doesn't quite work out with this thing right here, but we also have a modest park ornament. So we can make poplars. Maybe we'll plant some poplars along the back there and beautify our settlement a little bit. Now we can build houses, for example, right here. We can build some houses there. We do need a road, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we can kind of do it like that, I suppose. It's not the prettiest settlement in the world, it's not optimized, but hey. We need that road connection right there. Yeah, it will have to do. Did I play Anno 2205? No, I actually didn't. I did play a little bit of 2070, which I didn't play a whole lot of because I didn't really like the changes that they made to the gameplay there. And I didn't very much like the setting either. And with 2205, they just kind of took that in a even worse direction as far as I'm concerned. So I'm more interested in a little bit of a more historical Anno game, to be honest. Which this is, so that's quite cool. Kind of makes a fine balance between like the old world and the new world with the Industrial Revolution, which is kind of cool. Now, let's make some snaps. Wow, that's harsh. Yeah, I don't want to do this too much close to the city because pirates prevail because I withdrew. That's interesting. Well, we need to find a different place for our stuff to be built. So maybe a small warehouse on this side of the island, because there isn't a whole lot of stuff going on here. Of course, we need to hook it up, but we need to hook it up by road. Yeah, no shit. It's Industrial Revolution, mate. Right, now what we can also do is we can build bridges. Wow. I don't know why it was so hard to pronounce, but hey, there we go. So we can build a bridge over here. So just connect it up. And then we can actually make the snaps over here. Now one thing that this game doesn't do, which is a little bit interesting to me, is there's no real downside to having the workers all the way over here. They don't need to physically travel down the road to work here. That is different from a game like, well, it's different from a game like Banished, for example, where the distance between the housing and the workplaces actually does make a really big difference. Oh, we already reached 27 out of 27. That's good. Now this is something that I really like in this game. We can manually, or like we can really change the way our fields work. Because in 1404, we had these big fields that were taking up spaces like the sheepfold that were 3 by 3. And that was how all the farms worked. But with this one, now it's just a single tile. And we can make that into whatever form we want. But it does have to be connected to the farm building itself. So we cannot actually make the field of this building on that side of the road. We have to do it on this side. Right, so, actually, let's have a look. It requires 30 seconds to process and make potatoes for us. This guy also needs 30 seconds. So right now it's not really all that interesting quite yet. Yeah, let's make the distillery right there. We'll leave some more room for farms around here, I guess. So, as the game already pointed out to us, these warehouses, they're kind of like global on the island. So that means that whatever gets put in here is immediately available for use over here. So it doesn't really matter that it's all the way out here. It still is going to work fine for us. I don't know what this is, because I see that +5 every once in a while. Oh, profile level, game time, global population and so on. I guess that's what it is. It's kind of like leveling our profile up. Right, so we have warnings, pens and barnyards. Let's have a look. Farms require fields and enclosures to function. If you want to grow plants or raise herds, you need to set them. All animal farms require enclosures. Click on the farm and select the enclosure. They need to be close to the farm. Well, we already did that. Set sheepfolds, yeah. So that might be a little bit of a bug, because we did make a sheepfold and this thing is working at 100%. Let's have a look at this guy. 99%. Alright, so that's good to know. These guys are working perfectly together. Now, these guys, they have the workloads they wanted. and they will have the snaps they need to be happy pretty soon as well. Now we have several things that make up their happiness. See, remember, do not overexpand. This can lead to bankruptcy like I did sometimes. It's broken. Alright, that's good to know. I do need to be very careful with that stuff. Now I did play the technical alpha and the balancing of things was very off. I don't know what that is like in the beta right now. But I remember having to build tons of sheepfolds and the clothing manufactory, and the same thing for the schnapps and stuff. I needed absolute tons, and they never seemed to be satisfied. So there was something wonky going on there. But hopefully it's going to be a little bit better now, because they were made aware of it through the forums, of course, and yeah, pretty sure they will have done something about it. Alright, we have an unsettled island, and this is a small one. But we have fertilities for potatoes, hops, and niter. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, let's send this guy over in that direction. Oh no, we can see the wind direction over here as well, I think. Let's select this guy. Yeah. So right now he's going straight into the wind. And I wonder if this updates in real time, if the wind ever shifts in direction. Right, so we have a lot of workers that don't have anything to do. But I think we're doing quite well on all the things that we need to produce. So fish is going up, greatly increasing. So is timber, the workloads as well. And the schnapps are simply increasing. But it's in the positive. So unless we build more houses, this is going to be enough for now. So at some point, yeah, our guys will have to go and level up. So I think they need to be happy in all areas. We can't give them the news quite yet, but that is a feature in here as well. We will have newspapers later on. And apparently they will report on good and bad things we do. And the way we choose to respond to that actually has in-game repercussions in the game as well. So if we do something bad, well, we might spin that news story and we might turn it into a positive thing, but the people will know, they might become angry after a while and start having a revolution. Let's have a look. A quaint village. Nice enough while still remaining deeply weird. Attractiveness 245 out of 250. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I wonder what we need to do to level up, because I'm not quite sure. We only have access to the farmers still. Maybe we still need to wait for more schnapps to come in. And a fire station actually seems like a pretty good idea as well. Now I wonder if they changed how this works compared to 1404, because in 1404 only the houses of people living, or where people were living inside of, could burn down. Wow, I don't like this guy already. Let's see, it has a new feature. At least the blueprint mode and the artisans, I think, is pretty changed here. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to find out. The blueprint mode, I actually haven't tried the blueprint mode yet, but it sounds like it would be something that is similar to Factorio, actually. Where you can basically place ghost buildings and just fill them in later on or something. I'm not entirely sure, but... Eli Bleakworth. This looks like a prison island. We can actually trade with him, but I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Right, so we discovered another island over here as well that we should check out. Wow, that's a huge mountain range. That is really cool. Alright, so we have grain fertility, hops fertility, and red pepper fertility as well. Oh, interesting. And oh, this is something I really like. Look at that. Cliffs on the islands themselves. That was not something that was in 1404. That's really cool, because I really want to have something that changes up the way the islands are shaped and the way I have to build my city. Right, so maybe we don't have enough people. Maybe that's what's going on here. So maybe we should just increase the amount of farmers that we have. All the things we need seem to be increasing, so... Ah, crap. That's a misclick. Completely unintended. Alright, that gave us some gold back, at least. Alright, let's sail this guy back around. Yeah, so I'm really curious about the way this works. Now I want to keep some space here around the city center, because I'm pretty sure these guys are going to want to have some more service buildings. And it will make sense to leave a little bit of space for that. For example, another building that works like the tavern. It would be good to have something that we can place in here or here, where it surfaces as many of these buildings as possible. So we might leave a little area empty around here and just kind of build around that for a while. Alright, and maybe we need to do something with attractiveness as well. Maybe we can do something with this little empty space here. Because this is ugly as sin. And I'm pretty sure the people don't like it. So we can actually kind of... yeah, fill it in like that a little bit, I suppose. It kind of looks ugly, but I think it's okay. The Union meeting. Interesting. Influence. New island has been discovered. Let's see. Hops, red peppers, and grapes. Okay. That's another huge mountain range. And this is interesting. Ah, it's a graphical bug. I was like, oh, is there some kind of mineral here or something? But no. That is not a mineral. Now, one thing that's actually interesting to look at as well is how the AI builds up its settlements. So we have the 2 lumberjack huts right here, and they have the sawmills in the corners there, and they kind of have the road going around it. Oh, actually... right, I remember now. Buildings no longer upgrade automatically. That is something we have to do manually. I forgot, that is so awkward. Oh my god. We could have increased this ages ago. And we simply didn't do it. Well, it requires 4 wood, so that's not a lot. Now, there will be a limit to how much we can do this, of course. And one of those limits as well is, like, of course, now we are getting workers instead of farmers. He doesn't like that we're advancing faster than him, really. Anyway, the more we upgrade these houses, the fewer farmers we will have left. And we need the farmers to work all the farms. And that is something I really, really like about this game already. Because in 1404, you would just kind of upgrade these buildings and you would have, like, I don't know, 20 farm buildings left, and everyone else would be, like, aristocrats. You know, all of these people that want jewelry and furs and perfume and stuff like that. And you can't expect those guys to work on a farm field. Well, I would in real life. Like, I think they should, but it doesn't work that way in the game. So you had these huge numbers of farms and basically only a few houses that were actually working there. But in this game, the more houses you have, you still need to have your farmer population around. So that is something that is really, really cool. What is this? Review newspaper. Ooh. So, this is the first time I'm looking at this. The Anno Chronicles. We have 5 options. And all of them decrease happiness. Let's have a look. So, relations sour with Anne Harlow. Diplomatic relations with Anne Harlow have deteriorated recently, say disgruntled ambassadors, as consequence of innate differences between us. We hope importance of maintaining good relations with neighbors is not being overlooked. Wow. Sea battle captivates the people. The fast sea battle is unsurprisingly the major subject of discussion at home and abroad, with the outcome arguably decisive in settling the ongoing feud with our rivals. With the outcome in the balance, we must remain hopeful of a famous triumph. Continues page 3. Siege and error of judgment. Overly optimistic assault on Dungaree duly ends in failure. Cavalier attitudes to the enemy will not pay in the long run. Say many worried this will now turn the tide against us. Well, this was when we accidentally sent my ship close to the island that belonged to Anne Harlow. So that's where these two things are coming from. Like all these three things, actually. Now we can edit this. Let's have a look. It costs influence. Only replaces another article with no effect. So that would basically make sure that people would be less unhappy. We can get +5 happiness, increases the happiness of your population. It costs 30 influence, and I don't know, we can't really see how much influence we have here. And then we have tax income, consumption tax propaganda, increases the taxes your population pays. +5% tax income, influence 35. Ah man, this is interesting, but can we try this? Right, so we will have -10 happiness, I guess. Well, let's have a look. You are happier than you think. Swing a pendulum before your eyes, repeating I am happy. You will immediately feel a positive change within, or you should keep repeating it until you do. That is... Alright, total edit color. I would like to see an overview of how much influence we have, because I don't know if this is expensive right now or not. Reputation, +2. Happy you did satisfaction propaganda. Oh. This might bite us in the ass later on, I don't know. But let's have a look at all the things our workers want. So, for example, we can make sausages. We have the trade union. So let's have a look. Masters of their craft improve nearby productivity from here. Oh. But it requires bricks. The sausages. And the pig farm doesn't require bricks. But then the slaughterhouse does. And we cannot build a small harbor yet, because these are locked behind this, having a certain number of workers. So first things that we should take care of is bricks. Now we have a clay pit, and if I remember correctly, yeah, we have a clay deposit over to the back there. Do we have another one? I wonder. Yeah, we have one over here, we have one over there. We have oil as well. Limestone deposit. Iron, copper. Now one thing I have to think about is, like, we're not making tools like we did in Anno 1404, because actually I was like, huh, I should look at getting iron for tools, and now I'm thinking, actually, I don't remember having used tools to build anything. So, yeah, that was the most expensive thing to use in 1404, and that is a little bit different now. Now we are making a lot of money in the balance, which is good. Actually, it seems like we've made back some of the money that we spent already. Let's get a clay pit over here. And then, of course, we need the brick. Like, it needs 1 minute to make this stuff, and this guy needs 30 seconds to make something. So this guy can make sure that we have plenty of clay in storage to make bricks from. We might actually need 2 brick factories. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know. Let's construct a road going from right here to there, and then we will have the brick factory somewhere in the middle. I think that's a little bit more effective than placing it right there as well. Right, so this guy, every 30 seconds he will make clay. Every 1 minute he will use clay, 4 clay, to make 2 bricks. Right, so we need 4 clay, we will get 2 bricks. This guy makes 1 clay every... Actually, so we need a second clay pit to have this thing working at full capacity, I think. And we also need more workers. But yeah, some kind of automated upgrade for the houses would make sense. Because, yeah, in Anno 1404 you could turn it off where they did it automatically and you could manually do it, but it wasn't the default option. So at the very least we need a tutorial here that tells us how you can get to the next level, because I was waiting for a while and I had not figured it out. Even though I did do it in the alpha build as well, which is really weird because I forgot. So it's not really sensical, I guess, is what I'm saying. That could be a lot better. Anyway. We should keep an eye on the productivity of this thing. So it's working at 50%. This guy, of course, will be working at 100% pretty soon. But yeah, I think we might need to get a second clay pit. Let's zoom in on this thing a little bit. That's quite loud. But it's cool to see all of these people working here. And that's something I do think they have increased a lot compared to 1404. There's so many more people walking around everywhere. Like, this is easily double from what you would see in 1404. There's so many people walking with crates everywhere. That is really cool. Right, so this guy also working at 100%. That is good. Now let's have a look. Right here. Timber is going down, but we spent a lot, so that doesn't really tell us anything. Fish is still increasing by +19. Snaps is increasing by +8. Workloads as well, so we can actually, yeah, build some more houses here, or upgrade some of these residences. Now, of course, we do need to make sure that we have farmers later on, because when we build a pig farm, we actually do need to have farmers to work the pig farm. And then we need the workers to work in the slaughterhouse. So that is something I really do enjoy that a lot, actually. Is just the fact that we have to keep a lot of farmers around just to do all the farm work. Because it just makes sense. And that was never a thing in 1404. I never really thought about it until now. But I do think it makes cities a lot more varied and interesting. Oh man, I need a drink. All this talking is making me thirsty. Anyway, we can also make sails, which of course we would need to make new ships. For that we need a small harbor building. Let's have a look. We can make a quay, which is just, you know, this stuff without any buildings attached or on it. And the sailing shipyard, we don't really need that right now. The depot, harbor master's office, and so on. We can make bread from grain. Now, we do have the grain fertility here, so we could actually make bread on this island. And we also have the church, and this is interesting. We need 20 wood, 25 bricks. I would like to have a church because, of course, it is a public service that would make everyone very, very happy. Let's have a look. Oh, that's actually quite big as well, so it's good that we reserve this space. Yeah, it's quite big, and this would be a good place for it too. It would make sense to have it right next to the marketplace. I think that's probably like how a lot of cities have built up in real life as well, where you have the church at the city center and houses kind of pop up around it. Anyway, some rain has come in. Let's have a closer look at all of our people in the rain. Yeah, this looks cool, and look at the size of those mountains. Like it's an actual proper mountain this time. And we have some people working here, of course. Ships going back and forth. Yeah, this is very nice. I love how many people there are, and look at that. We have a horse and carriage. And we have a dude standing on top of a table in the tavern, and now he sits down. That's interesting. And that's a music band. Oh. And there's so much detail in this game. Like, look at the detail on those bricks on the chimney there. And like the plaster at the bottom of it. That's really cool. Now the only thing that's a little bit weird right now is the shadows turning around with us. That's a bit strange, but... And also, really, these horse and carriages, like... Do you really need it? The city isn't that big, you know? Would be more interesting if they actually tied this to having a certain amount of people, where they don't show up in the early game and they only show up later, after your city gets past a certain amount of people living in it. Or something like that. Anyway, let's have a look. Alright, so the brick factory is actually working at 100%, but we do need another one. Now, luckily we're making more than enough money in the balance. So we can afford to make another one. And we will make a clay pit right there. And of course, we do need to go back and make a... not a marketplace. A small warehouse. We'll build it... in line, I suppose. Just one tile away from the river, so we can put a road around it. And that is something I always like to do in 1404 as well, is having roads all around of these buildings so they can be accessed from anywhere. Alright, now back to workers. We need a brick factory. We don't have enough materials to build it. We need 8 and we have 3. So that is something else that we need to hurry along as well, because that is not a lot. Ah, this is the blueprint mode actually. So we put it down and now it's a blueprint. Alright, so more timber. Another lumberjack hut is in order. Look at that. Now suddenly this is a horrible place to put it. Or maybe not a horrible place, but it's definitely not a good place. Oh no, we can place it here. We will have 100%. It will take a little bit longer to build. But that's fine. Like, it's only 30 seconds, so that's absolutely fine. I'm not entirely sure why that is. What influences that. But I do think that's an interesting element. Another thing that we might like to do here is get this road, stretch it up, move it around there as well, so this all lines up. We will have to build something else over here. So, well, this is the edge of the area that is being worked by this building. So we can put a road right there to segregate this area a little bit more. Alright. Now, this guy still needs a sawmill. And we can turn this around, and actually the sawmill fits right there. So that works out perfectly. This will be a little area for construction materials. Now it does look like city attractiveness is going down because we are building more production buildings now. But yeah, this is cool. Let's upgrade these buildings as well. So we need more wood for that. Hopefully that will be coming in pretty soon. We need 4. We have 2. And one of these is definitely not enough, even when you consider the AI building 2 of them from the very beginning of the game. Oh look, they're going for bread as well. This is an interesting shape for a field though, like... I don't know exactly the logic behind it, but it's interesting. Alright, so let's have a look. Because I'm still curious where these guys are coming from. Because, yeah, look, you can see the route. It's going from here to that building. So this cart belongs to either one of these buildings. So that does make sense. It is a change from 1404 where the carts are no longer coming from the warehouse. The warehouse is just there as a delivery point. Yeah, this one is connected from here to there, so this really doesn't have to go very far. It's just like 2 tiles of road. Alright, so... missing goods. Really? What? Look at that. There's so many people everywhere, and the detail on this is really cool as well. Now, this is working at 96%. Available area 96%. Yeah, that's what I thought. Something changed, maybe because we placed the road or something, or maybe the thing that it shows us isn't very clear either, because I did notice, of course, that the riverbed is in there a little bit. That might account for the 4 missing percent. But when I place it down, it said 100%, so there might be a little bug going on there as well. Alright, so pig farm, we have enough bricks as well, so this is something we can do now. Now I'm pretty sure the pig farm will have fields that are 3x3 as well, so that is something that we can take into consideration straight away. So if we build it like so... it should be able to connect. It needs 5 fields. That's quite a lot. Actually, the shape is a little bit different, but it connects up to the back there. And again, we want to make the best possible use of the space that is available to us. So hooking these up as closely as possible is beneficial to us. Alright, and then of course we need the butcher or the slaughterhouse. And we can put the slaughterhouse right there, I suppose. Actually, that's a little bit depressing for the sheep, for the pigs to look at. So maybe we'll build it right here with the little wall in between. Takes a little bit longer, but hey, I'm an animal lover. And now at least, like, all the dead family members are slightly obscured. Oh man. Anyway, we're running low on people to work as well, so we could use some more houses. So of course we are going to keep that space for the church, which goes right there. Okay, that's good to know. So we can build these houses right there. Ah man, the wood is necking me already. We need more wood production. We really do. Look. These guys are actually going pretty okay, but yeah. It's a long wait now. Anyway, where's our ship? We haven't looked at our ship in a long time. Yeah. Alright, so maybe let's send the flagship over there, because that's an area that we haven't explored yet. Alright, let me have a drink. Talking for an hour straight is thirsty work. Anyway, we need the brickmaker as well, because this isn't doing anything yet. We need 2 more planks. Now we can make this thing. So we'll wait for that for a little bit. Let's have a look. Is the other thing coming along yet? Oh yeah, it just delivered. Cool. Now it's all built. Oh my god, look at those animals over here. Sometimes it's just nice to just go out into nature away from your city and just look at all the wildlife. And it's unfortunate that we still hear these things on the background. Maybe fly over here somewhere. That's better. Let's have some gentle music, some animals. These guys don't seem to be doing much. Yeah. Now I do notice a little bit of a frame drop when I'm looking around in the postcard mode, but that's kind of to be expected with the long line of sights, and the more stuff you build, of course, the worse it will be. This is interesting, like the little cliff areas. And there's a lot of detail in the graphics here. It's very nice. Alright, at this point we should probably check on the people to see if they have enough. Let's have a look. Right, fish is still increasing. Everything seems to be in the positive, even the snaps. So they definitely changed the way that worked from before, because at this point I really needed more than 1 farm of this stuff to keep the people happy and satisfied. Right now it seems to be working off okay. Right, so let's have a look. You guys. 1 minute to make pigs, and this guy 1 minute as well. And it's still waiting for pigs to be produced. Ah, it just delivered. Let's have a look. Input storage. It's immediately being used, so I don't know how much he just brought. We can't check anymore. But it's cool though that we can actually click on these guys and see where they're going. Let's turn the camera around a little bit so we're facing north again. It's always nice, or nicer in this game, to look at things from an angle. Anyway, let's build some more houses, because we definitely do need more workers. Right, and I know that we needed... Madame Kahina, the Emporium Exotique. Oh. This is a nice island. Look at that. Let's zoom in a little bit. Explore this from up close. And we have a little canal there in the center. Yeah, look, the canal continues. Comes out the back way. And there's little boats in here too. Oh my god, and like the... they put in a lot of time. Look at that. There's so much detail in this game, man. It's fantastic. It looks really cool. And these islands look really natural as well. And at least the buildings and how they were built there, I guess, is really cool. Man, this is so awesome. Anyway. Let's go back. And of course, the flagship can go back to our harbor area. Now, what else do we need? Bread. We have the grain farm. We have the flour mill, which requires farmers as well. And then finally, we have the bakery, where we have to have workers. So we need 50 of them. We have 40 right now. So we do need to upgrade some of these buildings again. Interesting. Alright, so we need, let's see, 20 farmers for one thing, 10 farmers for the other. We have enough of that, so we can actually start making this stuff here. I do think, yeah, this might be a nice place to do it, hey? I think so. Maybe build that farm right here. This needs 144 fields, so there's a lot. And we can kind of maybe extend it over in this direction. Like so. And we need a few more. Alright, so let's have a look. 1 minute production time. Alright. Then we need the flour mill, which is 30 seconds production time. So, yeah, that's good. Now, where do we want to place this? Because I think, yeah, this would be a good place, but it looks kind of ugly, I guess. Maybe not. It works. It's fine. It works. Why not? And then the bakery can go right there for maximum efficiency. Alright, so how much production time do you have? 1 minute. Alright, so this guy produces a certain amount of grain, 2 grain, in 1 minute. This guy takes 6 grain and makes 4 in 30 seconds. Math, guys. I'm bad at math. I suck at math. It's no good. Input storage flour 4, turning it into 2 bread. So everything is like a diminished return. But we might need another farm here, another grain farm, to keep track or to take care of the grain or of the flour mill. But again, it's something that we'll have to keep in. Yeah, we'll have to keep track of that for sure. Now then, the church. We might want to save up some stuff for that, actually. Yeah, we do have space for it now. So that's good. And this road is correctly placed. So we can extend it over like so. Now we have this space for the church. Right, so these areas are already less serviced by the tavern, as you can see. Uh-oh. Oh crap, that's 2 fires already. Oh damn, alright, so let's take care of that right away. This guy should take care of everything, but not right now. He's situated very close to the fire already. So let's have a look at these guys. That's an interesting building, but they really need to move out. I guess he's preparing. I don't know, man. Oh shit. That's not good. The fire is spreading already. Come on, guys, move out. What are you... Training daring firefighters. Holy shit, I did not know that was a thing, but hey, that serves me right for my negligence, I guess. Crap. Yeah. Like, this is my downfall in a game like this. Like, I only build it when I need it, and they probably knew people play that way, so they added, like, a training time for firefighters. That sucks for me. But it's a smart move by the developers. Holy shit. Because that is, like... something that people used to do a lot, and now you have to... You know, like, you're really punished for it, but oh my god, it's spreading so fast. Alright, let's have a look at these guys pulling out. Hopefully they can put it out quickly. And they're all looking, look at that. Oh yeah, we're drawing a crowd of onlookers. Look at that. We got 2 guys, 2 teams working at it. And I guess we're training another group of firefighters here. Because this is very slow. Alright, they've extinguished one. We got 2 firefighters. Ah, they moved inside, I guess. Maybe they're saving people, I don't know. Alright, so they're saving this building next. They just kind of have to keep going that way. Alright, and what are these guys doing? Cannot be mobilized. Mobilize. Yes, mobilize all the troops. We need them. We need them in the field now, before the fire spreads too much. I'm pretty sure it will have some kind of cost associated with it, but yeah, one definitely doesn't cut it. But with 2, this one is extinguished now as well. I think the fire will be firmly in hand. We need to keep an eye on it, but in the meantime, we unlock more stuff to build. So, let's have a look. We can make soap. We can make steel. We can make weapons. So the people, what do they need? They wanted bread, and they're being taken care of. They want a school pretty soon, and right now they want soap. So that's all basic needs. Meanwhile, the church is a luxury need, and we should be pretty close to having what we need for it. We need a 25. Ah, no, we're not close. But maybe. Maybe. Let's deselect this guy. Madame Kahina. She is not selling us anything. This guy, though. Yeah, he's selling. And we're buying. There we go. Go to Goldford. Actually, Goldford was the name of the first town that you would make in Anno 1404, I think. So that's interesting. Anyway. Yeah, so they want to have a church. We will build it pretty soon. Meanwhile, they want soap. So that is something that we have to look at right now. So we need pig farms. Now we need rendering works, because they get tallow from the pig farm. So actually, let me have a look at this pig farm. It puts out... awesome. That's good. Alright, so it does put out pigs. And it produces tallow, right? And it requires pigs. That makes sense. Attractiveness -5. And we need steel for it as well. Oh, interesting. Reputation improved. Well, that's good. $60,000 gold coins. Yeah, no. No, thank you. Alright, so we need farmers. -30. We have enough for that. So let's see. We needed 3 spaces at the very least, so that works, yeah. So we will build that pig farm right there. We will connect the road up. Like so. Now let's have a look. I can turn this around like that. And it's all connected as well. Like, that's really nice. Something that I really like to do. And now we have the rendering works. And that is kind of depressing. Like, what does it need? 40 workers. So we have that. Yeah. Okay, so that's fine. But this works as well. Like, we can just kind of put that here. It doesn't really look... Like, the dead pigs are not really in full view here. Right? So, yeah. And then, of course, we need the soap factory. Minus another 50 workers, as well as minus 50 maintenance. But the maintenance cost of this stuff is offset by the increased taxes that happy people pay when they get all the things they want. So yeah, that's all fine with me. Turn this around a little bit, like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Meanwhile, we got access to a new newspaper. Alright, this looks a little bit more favorable. We are a godless place, and for that we have a plus 5% increased importance on needs, I guess. Yeah, I suppose. With no church in Mayence, gossip grows elsewhere that the town is a cauldron of devil worship. Of course, nothing could be further from the truth, but while there is no church, we shall continue to be branded with the hoof. Meanwhile, relationships with Madame Kahina have improved recently, say jovial ambassadors. Glasses clinked and trays of finely wrought chocolate pralines did circulate. Has improved standing with our counterparts called for celebration. So this is increased happiness, that is good. And then we have another bit of news. Competitor settles islands. Oh, that's not great. Because I want to settle some islands at some point soon too. One of our competitors... according to reports. It is hard to determine whether this will spur on our own enterprise, but at least it serves as a reminder of the challenge for resources our people face. Alright, that's yeah, really. I'm pretty happy with that. That seems okay. It's not the greatest thing, but it's not the worst thing either. Meanwhile, our ship has arrived, so click to trade goods. 10. We needed 25. We can... it only costs 1,000. That's actually pretty cheap. Let's just buy a bunch. Sewing machines. Basic need. Oh, interesting. Are we timber, coal? Minus 3,000. That's fine. Alright. So, Carl Leonard von Malchin has made a second island. And he has some farmers here as well, to get some stuff he wants, I suppose. And this is a cool looking island with the extra cliffs over here. I really like that. That would have been an amazing island to start on, actually. Much more so than the one we are currently on. This is my opinion, but yeah. Alright. So we also need more people, because at some point I want to have our steel production up, so let's actually put down some farmer residences. We can place them down over here. Like, I want to keep these... what about this? Does this work out? Not quite, eh? What about this? Like, if we start from here, and then we can go all... Oh, yes. That is very nice. Look at that. That is a lot of extra farmers right there. And these guys still have access to all the things they want, except, oh no, these guys are not getting access to the pub. But the pub is actually just like an extra thing to make them happy. Meanwhile, schnapps are going down as well. Work clothes are going down. Market is down. Fish is going down. Let's have a look. Yeah, work clothes are decreasing. Schnapps are decreasing. Fish is still kind of okay. I guess they just need more time to get that stuff closer to them. But we do need to do something about the schnapps, and especially the work clothes as well. So maybe we can build another one of these. Maybe we can build it right here, actually. We'll build one right there. The fields here, here, and here. And we'll get a road to go out over here. And we'll get the framework knitters. And none of this is ideal, but we'll place it down there, in that little corner. Right, meanwhile, schnapps. I want my people to be happy. These farmers are still moving in, so actually we're low on farmer workforces right now, but it's increasing because people are moving in. We have a little schnapps area. But then we also need to be close to this, otherwise they have to walk too far. So, you know what? Let's place a thing down over here. It's an interesting shape, but we'll go for it. We need a little bit more, but we'll start from the corner, otherwise it won't quite work out. Alright, and then of course we have the schnapps distillery. We'll place it down right there. Has improved over time. Okay, cool. Meanwhile, let's get rid of the bricks. We can't even fit all the bricks, but hey, we now have everything we need for a church. So let's turn this around to face the right way. And there we go. People should be a little bit happier now. I'm not really a big fan of churches. I wish I could go without one, but I guess it's a staple of the series, I suppose. Alright, so we took care of work clothes, hopefully. We took care of schnapps as well. Like, it's still setting up production right now. It's not started right away. So it does take a little bit of time. Meat, meanwhile, the sausages are going up. Soap is going up. That's good. Fish is slightly increasing, but not by a lot. So that is something that we do need to keep in mind as well. Now these guys don't have access to everything they want, I suppose. Schnapps is increasing again. They want a pub. Like, they technically, you know, they might have a little bit of access, I suppose, but it's not great, is it? No. And I care about my people, and look, we're still in a positive balance, and it does increase the taxes they pay us, so let's get a pub going here as well. We'll place it down like that. A little bit different from the other one, so we can have a look at a different angle. Alright, meanwhile, steel. This one gets a little bit more interesting. We need an iron mine. We need a charcoal kiln. And this one requires forests as well, and quite a large area of them. Together they make steel at the furnace, and the steelworks makes steel beams from the steel. So, where do we want to do this? Because I know we had iron over here, coal over there. Well, we don't have a coal mine yet. We have a zinc deposit, limestone over there, so that's not necessary. That's not useful. Copper, iron over here. But this area is going to be reserved for oil products and stuff, I suppose. We might do something over here, the iron deposit, and yeah, I think that's pretty decent. And then later on we can make cannons from. Oh, we can just go straight for cannons and sell those, I guess. Actually, how does this work? So we have an option to transfer goods between the ship and the harbor. Let's see, loading ramps. Used to load and unload transporters. Each ramp can only receive goods from one transporter at a time. Now we have 2 here. But it only goes back between this and the fishery, so it really isn't doing much. That's interesting. I had not noticed that before. So let's have a look at this guy. Loading ramps, 2 out of 2. Transporters waiting, 2. Oh! And we can still upgrade the warehouses as well with planks and bricks. So I think that's worthwhile. Look at that. New shiny roof and everything. Sweet. Alright, so at this point it has 3 out of 4 available. And we needed artisans if we want to upgrade it again. And that's a good thing to remember. So this one should still be okay. It's not using any loading ramps right now. He doesn't like that we're slower than him. But yeah, I'm still figuring this game out, dude. Give me time. Damn. Right, steel beams. Let's get on it. We need a small warehouse in this area. And I'm thinking we will put it down in the corner there. Maybe actually we will put down the iron stuff first, so that we know the kind of space that we need. A charcoal kiln we can put out in the corner right there. 100%. Cool. And then, of course, we need that small warehouse. We'll place it down right there. And get some roads set up. There we go. And we'll put the roads all the way around. We need steel beams for production of things as well. So Right, now we need the furnace. The furnace can get started on stuff we need. Doesn't fit anywhere, unfortunately, except for right there. We'll place it down right there. Get the road. Now this guy needs a road connection as well, so that is something we'll have to give him. There we go. All good. I do like that, because that wasn't necessary in Anno 1404, and it is here. Now, we have a huge lack of workers, so we need to upgrade some buildings again. Alright, so we need to have some more farmhouses as well, and then we need to increase those farmhouses to workers. That is something we need to do. Now, we're almost an hour and a half in. I think I deserved a little beverage. I've been drinking water up until now, but I actually put down a nice little drink called Berenburg. And I have some cola. So, when I mix that together, oh man, magic happens. I love that stuff. Maybe a little bit too much. It's a sweet alcoholic drink when you mix it with cola. But it's so good. A bit of cola. Oh yeah. I'm going to enjoy this. Alright, so how are we doing on fish? Schnapps is slightly going up, but we could use another one. Workflows are still going down. I guess more will be used by the workers. Kind of makes sense. Fish are finally going down as well. So we need 25 farmers for another fishery. Can we place it over somewhere else? Yeah, we could, but actually we cannot place it here. So that makes it a little bit more limited as well. And we'll place it right there. Cannot let our people go hungry. Now that's all connected up, so that's good to go. We really need more people though. Alright. This is something I like as well. Like, this city is going to be huge. Like, it's going to be absolutely, absolutely big. Because you do need more of everything, really. Alright, so maybe actually let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of that little bit of road. And then we can fit it in right here. That makes a little bit more sense, economically speaking. Or spatially speaking, I guess. Oh yeah, that drink hits the spot. Right, we need more farmer residences though. But we also need more wood. So we can create one of these. It costs 5 workers, or 5 farmers, like 15 in total. So we need another, like, people are still moving into these recently constructed things, so that should be okay. But yeah. Where to go with this stuff? So I do want to, like, I want to be a little bit close. This could be an interesting area. We can make a bridge maybe. And we get the sawmill. We could build a sawmill right there. Or here. It doesn't really make a difference, and we can't place much else over there. So that's what we're going to do. There we go. Nice little bridge. Actually, now I'm curious. Let's get into postcard view, because I'm seeing this river coming out the mountain there. Actually, that's kind of like a crack or a crevice that goes back into the mountain in a way that we can't really get a good look at. That's pretty cool. Oh my god, look at like the... I really like the elevation differences as well. Like, this area is a little bit higher than that area, and you can see it in the way the bridge angles down. That's another thing that Anno 1404 really did not have, and it's really cool to see it in this game. Oh my god, look at that. Nice look at our space here. I like it. Alright, we still need more workers, so we need to continue making some more farmhouses. Let's have a look. We can make another one go all the way over here, I suppose. And that doesn't work out quite the way I'd like it to. Because it uses 2 spaces of this one, so we need to get, like, need to leave 2 spaces to make this work. We can do a road here, and we can do some trees or something, or another kind of decoration. That will be fine. So road there, some decoration. And this is still locked, so we can't do this quite yet. But we'll get fully grown trees along the length of the tavern here. Alright, people are being called to church. It's a nice looking church building though. And look, people are even visiting their loved ones at the graves and stuff. That was a quick prayer there. He kneeled down and he immediately got up and said, yeah, okay, did my duty, let's go. Anyway, more farmers are coming in, which means more houses need to be upgraded. So we can get a naturally, or like a good amount of workers here. Happy farmers. Yeah. Moderate fire chance because of surrounding buildings. Okay. Alright, we're getting closer to the amounts of people that we need, but yeah. Our town needs to grow considerably. Like, alright, we're only lacking the 1 person, and people are still kind of moving into all the new buildings I upgraded and just placed down. So this should level out, I think. But then we can't build anything more, and of course people are already running low on resources as well, so we need more people for that. Oh no, new buildings have been unlocked. The police station. Fights riots in its influence radius, can mobilize additional special units if required. Okay, and a beer production chain. Right, for that we finally need to colonize another island. So let's have a look. This island right here, it had hops, red pepper, grain. So we can make beer on this island and then ship it back home. And it's a nice big island as well. We have a clay deposit, coal deposit, limestone. Not sure what all of those are used for, like the limestone for example, but iron, more clay. Right, and now I don't know what we need exactly to build another outpost. But yeah, we'll figure it out. And of course we are going to need another farmhouse resident, we need more farmhouses on the other island to work the stuff that we have to build there as well. And that's something that's really interesting. Now, people are kind of leveling out here, so that's good. People are still kind of moving in. Now these guys actually could use access to a marketplace as well to be fully happy, I suppose. They're kind of, like, the supply is stable. So they're okay for now. And they're fully happy, except for the working conditions, which I haven't really done anything special with yet. But yeah, so we need beer. Steel is already being produced. No, actually steel is not being produced. We need to have a steelworks. That requires 200 people. Oh my god. That is insane, but we need the steel beams for upgrading stuff. And oh, that is an ugly building. Oh my god. Do we have to build this? Because I kind of don't want to, but we'll do it. We'll do it. But oh my god, look at that. So, oh. Missing residents. Oh, so yeah, we have 14 out of 20 residents. And he's a worker already, so we can upgrade this house though. And that one. And that one. And that takes away from our farmers, so we need to have more of these again. And this quickly gets very tricky. To settle another island. Which one though? Like, she's blue. She's over here. Please don't tell me she's over here by this island. And it's kind of interesting that they ask me. Let's just deny her. Alright, so she doesn't like us for that, which was to be expected. But, look, she has, I don't know, this is George Smith. Different guy. Same kind of color almost. Okay, he's kind of like dark blue. She's light blue. This guy's green. We're yellow. Oh my god, so many people that we need. There's very quickly balloons. Very, very quickly. Because now we're building tons of farmhouses, right? And it also means they require more of other things. So this does get kind of crazy. You know, these guys actually don't have access to the market because I didn't build a road. I kind of forgot. That's my bad. I should apologize to the people here. Right, so this one goes over here. And this is ugly. I'm not happy with the layout of this. But what? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man, how we could have done that differently, because it made sense at the time. Yeah, we need more. Like, I think we need at least 10 more houses or something, because 10 farmers move into this. Coffee? Nah. Alcohol. Alright, let's build some houses over here. That is 4, 8. We'll build a road there. Leave that little space. Maybe we can build something in there later on. And then I think we need 2 more. Right, so we can build out here, I suppose. It's a little bit more than 2, but that's fine. Also, let's create a road down this way. We're doing okay on money still, like we're in the positive balance. We're not really selling anything, but the taxes keep us afloat for now. Meanwhile though, we should probably get another marketplace. Would be good to have better coverage everywhere. Yeah, let's build it right there, I suppose. And we can get the road to go around it. We can have more houses going over in this direction. Now, people are flocking in. And everybody can kind of go to church, but later on we're going to have to build a church around here somewhere, I think. Like, we can't upgrade these guys yet. These guys, though, should be okay. Missing wood. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this is kind of cool. I do wish there was an option for automatically upgrading these houses, though. Like, it could be a problem in 1404 as well, where you forgot about it, and then people started upgrading, and then they basically cost you all of your resources, which also was kind of infuriating sometimes, but you could turn it off, and it was just like your own fault for not doing that. Actually, let's get some clay in here. Let's get this out. 20 tons of clay should be okay for now. We can buy some wood from this guy. So I don't want to wait for it, and it's very cheap. Because I want to get to this island and colonize it. Because it would be good to set up a trade route. I haven't done that yet. Let's have a look. We also have the world map. And this is another thing. We can go to the new world and colonize a place there as well. We're not quite there yet, but it's something we can do. And we can build a whole new settlement in the new world. Which is cool, but where's the button to go back? We just kind of click on the old world, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Quest book can go away for now. It's kind of bugged. Alright, oh, we're getting close to the amount of people that we need. I think we just need to upgrade a few more houses. Maybe like these 4. Can we do... No, we can't do that. But let's upgrade this whole row of houses. Can't do that one quite yet, but yeah. We're doing well. After this it should be okay. It should be done. I just want that one extra house. There we go. all done for now. Now, of course, the way I would like to upgrade these houses is to have like all the luxury buildings on the inside, with more of the farmer houses on the outside. So later on, these guys are going to become artisans. These houses are probably going to be workers, and then the houses beyond that are probably still going to be farmers or something. We'll find out. Meanwhile, though, let's buy some wood. Just 600. That's so little, though. Like, yeah. Good deal, you know? Eh. Quest available. Oh. Yeah, we'll do that later. For now, though, I want to make sure nobody else gets to this island before I do. Yeah. Cool. And we're doing well here now. Like, we have all the people that we need, so we're making steel here. Right. So these guys are working pretty well as well, and look, our steel beam production is increasing, so that's good. This area of the map is now kind of getting dark with pollution, though. It's kind of dirty. Well, yeah, this is still kind of nice. And then we go over here and it's just like, ugh. Look at the amount of people, though. Like, that's a little bit insane to me compared to like the older games. There's so much going on. Look at that. This is super, super cool. Right, this guy kind of gets everyone, but later on we should build another firehouse over here, I guess. Now, what else do we want? Yeah, we were working on beer. Meanwhile, a police station. You can build a police station here. Doesn't serve us a whole lot, actually. I would imagine more crime would happen over in the better to do area, so like we're very much in the plus balance. Look at that. So we're going to just put that guy down right there. Of course, like the firemen, they need to actually train up some people to work. I'm getting some messages. Alright, let me just reply to that real quick. Let's go into postcard mode and we'll have a nice overview of the city for a bit as I reply. Because, sorry, I have to. I asked someone to reply to me when they got home, and so they did. I would like them to know that I don't just ignore them afterwards, you know. Alright. Gave a quick reply. I might get a reply back, but yeah, we'll see. Ooh, we need a school. For that we need 20 steel beams. That's interesting, and that's good because we are getting pretty close. Let's have a look. Yeah, we need a good place to build this though. Like, I think we could tear this down. Like a few of these houses. We need to destroy 4 houses though. That's a bit much, but I think we're going to do it. Not right now though, because we don't even have the beams yet. Meanwhile, let's have a look. Now, how does this work? Because I've never actually colonized anything yet in this game. So let's have a look. What is this button? Order ship to move to another session. Assign a patrol route grouped. Oh, maybe construction menu not available. Right, so how do we do this? This is interesting. Because I can see the build trading post. Ah, so this guy needs to be standing still, I guess. Click on that. Build a trading post. Steel beams. Oh, and wood. Alright, and gold. Alright, that is very important. That's good that we know, because we need to go ahead and get that. I think we need to make that a bigger priority than the school right now. So we will. Yeah, we're going to get some steel beams. I don't remember how much exactly, but we'll bring back whatever we don't need, I suppose. Now, it would be nice if we had a beach over on this side of the island as well, because then we could have made another harbor area that we could have docked at. But right now, it's not a possibility. Anyway, let's have a look. Workloads are increasing, snaps are decreasing, so we need another one of those. Sausages are going up, that's good. Bread is going up. Soap is going up. What about fish? Up as well. So only schnapps are a problem right now. That's easily fixed. Potato farm. Right, maybe build a potato farm right there. We'll build some more fields. Wow, I didn't quite keep track of that one. whatever he said. But hey, this is a nice place, and we can have another distillery right next to the other one, I suppose. And kind of turn it around a little bit, and that even works out with the roads. Like the way that tiles, really well done. Like the artists behind that did a good job. That looks really cool. Alright, so that's another thing fixed. Let us load up. Okay. Some steel beams. Ah, doesn't work. Sliced tree, really? That's what you call it. Why can't I... Ah, we don't have room for it. Damn it. Alright, so we do have room for that, and we don't need it straight away. Right, that's good. Now it does seem that they really fixed the problem that we had with building, or having to build so many potato farms for cider and so many farms for work clothes and stuff, because that was way too much. Way too much. But yeah, that problem definitely seems to be fixed now, because we only have a few right now, and this is much closer to how Anno 1404 would have it, with like the amount of early buildings that you need to keep building to keep up with all the needs and demands of your people. So we're not going to build anything yet. We are saving up for the school building, but first I want to build a trading post. There we go. Excellent. Now, we need to get the steel back, I think, because we're not really using that for anything here, I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. There we go. Bring those guys back. Now then, let's have a look at getting ourselves some beer. Ah, wrong button. Workers are down there. Yeah. Right. So we need farms. For that, of course, we need we need to build a whole new city again. We need farmers, and now we need some workers. Oh my god. Ah, new newspaper. All right, let's have a look at that. All right, so Daring Expansion, edition number 3. SiC incorporates new territory in bold move. Hopes for a splendid new settlement arise. Uninhabited island meets humankind for the first time as company brings this secluded ideal into the fold. Meanwhile, utterly hopeless. Scarcity of beer in Mayence due to shameful mismanagement means soul of society is draining away. The soul of the people are draining away because we lack beer. Wow, I never heard that one before. But that's interesting. Meanwhile, financial powerhouse. As positive credit balance hastens era of untold prosperity, SiC said to have Midas touch. Yes, that didn't end too well for poor old Midas, but let's not dwell on the negatives. So we got plus 10 happiness and a plus 5% need importance. So people, I suppose, will be... I think the way that works is people will get angrier more quickly if they don't get this soon. But we're working on that already, so that's fine. That's fine. Right, so we need to get a marketplace because we need to build a whole new settlement over here. A small one, for sure. But this is a cool place for a settlement, man. Let's build it right there. It's like overlooking the sea from the yeah. Alright, so let's have a look. We will drag the road out to right there. Crap, that's not quite where I wanted it to be, so let's... yeah, okay. We can drag it out to here. That works. Right. Farmer residences. I don't know how many we need exactly, so we're going to try to tailor it a little bit. The age of agriculture. That's interesting. I have no idea what that means exactly, what it does in terms of gameplay, but that's very interesting. So these guys, they need fish, they need work clothes. Not quite yet, but we are going to start working on that anyway. So the sheep farm. Also, we need to make sure that we are getting some wood. So that is something that we are going to build right there, I suppose. Of course, we need the roads. Man, this is exciting. I've never colonized a whole new island before in Anno 1800. I did that plenty of times in Anno 1404, of course, but right here, this is new. That's always a little bit exciting. Alright, so let's get... one over here, one over there. We'll have plenty of wood in this new village. And of course, we need a fishery. Put it down right there. And then we need working clothes. So now we need a sheep farm for that. And also we should probably extend the roads over here. So let's draw this to right there. And this goes to right there. We'll connect up those roads. And then we can get a small warehouse over here. What's going on here? Ah, we don't have enough people. Interesting. Right. We can solve that problem. Right, and we'll place some ghost buildings as well. Just so we know where exactly all of this stuff is going to go. That's attractive, yeah, okay. So these guys are working, they're just working at a much worse rate. Right, so as people are moving into these houses and we can get some planks to build even more houses, that is going to rectify itself. Unfortunately, we're also completely out of timber, so we have to wait a little bit. We could actually get some timber from here. Let's not forget about that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So let's get 40 tons of that, and we will take bricks as well. Let's take 40 tons as well, because we have plenty of that stuff. We nearly have enough for the school over on this island. But first, let's send this ship back. It's going pretty well. No connection to the harbor. Oh. Right, okay, so we need to hook this up, I suppose. Yeah, we'll do it. Why not? Right, there we go. So these guys are actually going to the harbor, I think, back and forth. Oh, from here to there, yeah, okay. That makes sense. And then later on we can see one of these guys going from here to the harbor, probably. And we are at plus 14 now. We are getting some wood again. We'll have to wait a little bit longer. The ship will almost be here, I think. But yeah, now I'm excited to have a look from the postcard view, man. Look at that. A little cliff overlooking the sea. This is where the houses will be. Look at that view. I'm jealous. I want that view. With the mountains in the back, the seaside over there. Meanwhile, the ship has arrived, so let's unload all of this stuff. Great. So now we can keep building. I wonder, can we select all of this stuff? No. And that's a bit unfortunate. That is something that I would like to be there, because this is a little bit tedious. Won't happen too often, I suppose, but it's still something that I would like to see differently. Meanwhile, though, sheep farms. We'll put this guy right there. With sheepfolds. We'll get a knitter's framework. Oh, this is interesting. Like, this side of the building is... Oh, no, we're only turning it left, right? So, I don't know. We'll place it down like that. That will be fine. So, people are still moving in over here. They get fish. What they need for happiness is schnapps as well. A village in Little Walle. Little Walle. So in order for them to be happy, they would need snaps, which we can also provide. We are still in the positive balance, of course, so no skin off our backs there. And hopefully it will grow the amount of people living here a little bit quicker. So for that we need a potato farm. Also, actually, maybe we should put a road around this side of the building first before we do anything else. And maybe this will be a nice area for the potato farm. Right. Missing fertility. Oh! Oh! Never mind then. That is good to know. Yeah, because that's a different fertility that we need, that we do have on this island. So we might build a few extra of those over here. We might set up a trade route to have snaps being transported from here to here. And then we can get beer to go from here to here. That could be interesting. Yeah. Schnapps for beer. Alright. People are increasing, that's fine. But what we really came here to do was to get, well, beer set up. So we need more farmers for that. We are going to keep increasing the amount of people that we have here. Stretch this out a little bit. Alright, so that should provide us with a nice income of extra farmers. They will be able to get all the things they want, which is fish and work clothes. Once this is all set up and running properly, which does take a little bit of time. And then we can start focusing on beer finally. Oh, and we do need to upgrade some of these houses later on, but for now, let us get a grain farm. We can build a grain farm right here. And I'm really digging the music as well. It's really good. Now, so all the farm fields need to be connected, and I would kind of like to expand over in this direction. Charcoal kiln explosion. Oh my god. It's destroyed. Oh sure, let's let you expand. Renovate the building. It's possible. Okay, so let's do that. But that is interesting. I didn't know those could explode. But it's taken care of. So this guy, missing farm fields, yeah. A farm with no fields? Yeah. Oh man. Alright, that's 144. All done. Alright, and then of course we need a hop farm. For that we also need farmers. And for this guy, the malt house, we need workers. So for that we need to upgrade some stuff. It is an interesting looking building. Where's the entrance on it though? Build it like this, I suppose. Get a little road to go extend beyond. And then 96 fields, alright. Or tiles worth of fields, I suppose. So, a few more. 9 more. Let's drag those out from the mountain there. Eke out the most of the terrain that we have available to us. Alright, so we have fields, we have hops. Now we need to upgrade these houses. Age of industrialization. So we need to at least probably like 6 houses for now. So that we can get the workforce, yeah, that we need. For that, of course, we need to have the malt house. And what does that need? Steel and wooden planks. So the wooden planks are being made, but the steel is going to be a problem. We need to get those from the other island. We have 28 here in the meantime. So let's actually have a look at getting a school set up. It needs 20 steel beams. It's quite the investment. And I thought we were going to place that thing over here. And for that we needed to destroy 4 farm buildings, or farmhouses. So let's destroy those. And of course they need to be replaced somewhere else, so let's go ahead and do that right there. Right, and we'll just leave this little bit of space empty. Alright, so then we can build the school yard, like right here maybe. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And we'll have a little road extend in the middle there as well. Look at that. All the children playing in the schoolyard. Very nice. Now, it says -9, but of course people are still moving in, so it's not a problem. I'm not worried about that yet. Ship is almost there as well. So we can get some steel loaded up, and I'll bring over all 9 bits of steel, because, well, actually, we needed them for the malt house, and I'm pretty sure that we, yeah, 4 for this one, 4 for that one. So actually we need 8. And we'll keep the one remaining, we'll keep that in storage, because, well, it's going to be replaced here eventually anyway, so who cares, right? Now, at this point, it might actually be worthwhile to invest. For a while, actually, we can use our flagship to go back and forth, but we will want to build a sail production chain pretty soon, I think. And from there, we will build a small harbor so that we can build a sailing shipyard. For that, we need a lot of people, though. And it's quite expensive in maintenance costs as well. But it will be very, very good for us, I think. Because then we can build another ship that we can send back and forth between the islands, and that will still free up our flagship to do quests and stuff like that. That reminds me, we should do a quest, because I did see one was available. But first things first. Unload the steel. Right, now that we have this, I'm pressing all the wrong things. We need a malt house. The malt house can fit... this might actually be a nice spot for the malt house. It does require a little bit of travel time, but it's not too bad. Nah, you know what? Let's just put it down there. That's fine. And then we can have the brewery. -200 in maintenance costs. That is crazy. And then 75 more workers that are needed here. Alright, so we'll build that over here. So we need to upgrade some of these houses again. Makes my bloody blood boil. Yeah. The malt house. Ah, this requires the hops to be put in there. And then the malt coming from here. Oh, I thought this building would require both of those things, but that's not the case. Right, so what does this do? This gets the grain. In 30 seconds, it will make malt. In 30 seconds, this building will make grain. In 1 minute. So we might need a second farm. This will probably stay at 50% production value there. Look, busy people. That's funny. All right. Now I'm seeing something else that I might like to do is like connect up this little road there. That looks pretty cool. This is blatantly copied from the AI who did the same thing, like right there. But it works and it looks good. So who cares? Yeah. So beer will be made over here. We have enough workers, exactly the amount that we need. We have some regular farmers left that don't have a job. We might be able to do something with those later on. But for now this seems done. Right, so let's have a look at all the things that we need over here. Everything except work clothes seem to be positive. We still get enough sausages, bread, soap. Those are the main things. They still only require beer, and beer will be coming at some point in the future. So first of all, before we forget, let's make another work cloth thingy. And we can do so over here. Oh, that just barely fits. That is bad. And now we need this one to go like right there. And of course, this means that we need to have more farmers again. Because of course we do. We'll build one right there. Let's see, how does this work out? It doesn't, but we'll build this stuff over here anyway. Because we need those farmers for the sales and stuff. Look at that. That is a huge city already. Pretty good, even if I do say so myself. So hopefully this will take care of that problem for a little bit. Yeah, this is still working. That's going to be fine. Yeah. So this thing is all good to go. We would need another thing over here. Oh, this is only using one, so maybe we could build something over here. So yeah, let's extend the road over here. So this tile, this is weird. Like, why would you have that tile being used? That's very annoying. It's an imperfect use of space, but yeah, you know, who cares? Let's drag a road out like this to over there, right? Because we need to produce sails so we can have a boat going back and forth, and that is right here in the worker tab. So sheep farm, build a sheep farm right there, I suppose. Can even build that stuff over here. That does work for some reason. Because the other ones, they have to be connected to the farm field. Or maybe they changed that between the alpha and the beta build. I don't know. But then, from there, we need to have the sail makers. And we'll build that one right there. Alright, so this will make sails. That will be good. Then we need a small harbor area. Or at least we need a sailing shipyard. And we don't quite have enough workers left for that. Oh, look at that. The balance is wrong as well. Right, so all of these people, pretty happy. All the workers have access to... Yeah, they need the beer. Once we have the beer, they'll be happy. Alright, so let's have a look. Routes. I haven't made a route yet, but this will be interesting. So we need to create a route. Charter route. Charter a ship to move goods between your islands. Trade routes. Create routes between islands to ship or sell and buy goods. What's the difference there? It's like to... I don't know, it's maybe to use a different ship, I guess. So it's a regular trade. Let's add a ship. We have only the Endeavor. Set one from the list. Well, we have Little Wallet over here, and we have Mayans. So in Little Wallet, discard cargo, wait for goods, wait to unload, click to load, click to unload. Right, so we will load beer. Minus 50, everything they have basically, and we will unload that in Mayans. Meanwhile, in Mayans, we might load a little bit of schnapps. But only a little bit. So maybe we will load 3 schnapps every time. I think that's manageable. These guys really should not consume that much yet. We will unload that over here. Later on, of course, we can delete this ship from the trade route and add another one. But for now, this will have to do. Alright, and here he goes. He starts off in the other islands and doesn't load this stuff yet. But yeah, we need to do something about that negative balance here. And we do that by making people happy. So we give them beer to make them happy, and all of their other needs are met, and we can actually upgrade these guys to tier 3. But yeah, we haven't even taken care of all the basic needs for tier 2 yet, so I'm not going to do that quite yet. But soon. Definitely soon. Alright. Now I wonder, is there anything that we could sell straight from the island? Because I haven't actually seen that yet. We're not storing anything. We can upgrade the harbor, but there's no real need. Loading ramps. Well, in 1404 you can do it by selecting this thing, and then you have this button that you can click on to sell stuff. And I'm not seeing that here. So I'm not entirely sure how to do that. And because the tutorial bugged out, I'm pretty sure it's not going to tell us. So it's a little bit interesting there. Alright, so he's bringing beer to the people, and that is good. Once we have beer, they should pay a little bit more taxes. And we may even increase the taxes as well, probably. Somewhere. Somehow. I haven't figured it out yet, but we will at some point in the future. But I'm going to go ahead. Maybe I should not, actually. Maybe I shouldn't go ahead. Let's see, everything else is being turned into the positive. Like the workloads are still decreasing. That's unfortunate. By -3, actually. Plus 24 for that. Yeah. So we still need to figure out all the ratios and stuff. Basically, like if we have +4, like how many houses does that surface? You know, like I'm not entirely sure. Alright, so he put in the beer, got out the cider. People should be picking that up from, oh look, yeah, +1 from a possible +11 credits. So that beer really does help. And like the pub gives us +3, +7 for the schnapps, +7 from the church. These people don't need all of that stuff though. Like they will be happy from the pub and the schnapps. Farmers are very easy to keep happy. But this is going to be increased, and we should probably like build another one of these guys. Let's have a look though. No production, yeah, okay, so we need another Hey! That's funny. Right, we definitely need that second wheat farm here though. Nope. She hates us, but I'm not going to pay that exorbitant amount of money to have peace with a pirate. Fuck that. Alright, that is not happening. Alright, let's keep extending our farm fields here. We need a sizable field though, like, it's pretty huge. Right, that works. Right. Another thing that's really cool about this is like you get the little picket fences around the fields here. So everything is very clearly segregated, and they have separate fences for different areas and different fields. And that's something that's really cool. Oh my god, look at that. This is where the beer is being made. Now, hopefully production around this area should increase. Another thing that we can do is we can mess with the working conditions. So, I don't know what we're missing the most of. Like, he has malt in storage. He doesn't have hop in storage. Because the hops, they produce 1 every time at 1:30. This guy takes 1 minute. So, we need another hop farm as well. I'm pretty sure. This guy doesn't get enough to work at full time. So, that's definitely something that we need to do. And look at that. Look at all that extra money coming in now. That is fantastic. Yeah, we need another hop farm. So let's turn that building around. We need to give it some fields, of course. Now, we can drag it out from here because I know exactly the range that is being used by the woodcutter huts. So we just kind of fill that up a little bit. And then we'll drag out the final line here. +3. There we go. Module limit reached. Excellent. So now hopefully, like, this guy doesn't have to take a long time to get all the products. This guy should start working much faster now. We had enough farmers to do this. So this area for now is going to be left alone. And because we have the plus 500 now, oh my god. Yeah. No, not the church. Clicking the wrong thing there. Small harbor. Shipyard. Let's build that thing right there. We'll get a road. There we go. Cool, so this guy should have everything we need. Now, let's have a look. He needs 20 planks, and he needs 10 sails. It will have 2 cargo slots. Item slot 1, 1,000 hit points. Upkeep cost is only 15, so that's actually very, very cheap compared to what we're making right now. We can use it for navigation on an expedition, or navigation expedition, I guess. Influence investment, nothing. And it just takes 3 minutes to build. The next ship is a gunboat. Oh, and that requires more sails, as well as guns, of course. This is something that can fire back. A frigate, which we can unlock after artisans become a thing. Then we have a clipper and a ship of the line. Oh my god, I want a ship of the line. That is fantastic. But we need 750 artisans. We are so far away from having that. Right, so this looked kind of grayed out, like I couldn't start it yet, but it actually can. So that's something that might actually be changed a little bit. And oh my god, the ship just appeared as well on here. That's really cool. Now it looks like we need some more workers. So yeah, I like the commentary of the citizens in here as well. Like, it's like what she just said, you know, about needing to keep yourself in health to care for your children, because if you can't work, they'll starve, or like they're going to go hungry, and nobody wants that. Like, that makes them very relatable, you know, and it drives home like the fact that you can influence their working conditions, so you can make their life a living hell at work to have the extra income, the extra production out of it. But they're not going to be happy. And when you click on them right like this, and they're saying something like that, it makes them very relatable, and kind of makes you kind of feel bad for like doing the bad thing there for the extra production. So these guys, let's have a look. They do get snaps. It's not enough, apparently, and they would like a pub, but it's only a few people. How much does a pub cost, I wonder? 20 maintenance cost. Oh, that's nothing. That will pay for itself, really. Alright, let's give the people what they want. Let's make them happy. It will give us a little bit more extra income as well. Like, I think that will pay off tremendously. Alright, almost ready with the new ship, but meanwhile, we got another newspaper. Alright, happiness and light. Mayence is quite full of mirth. 8 3/5 from 10 is how I score my present feeling, one resident remarked during recent census, yet I am not completely delirious. A catastrophic explosion. Roof blows off industrial heart of, well, our city, I guess. So that's -5 happiness. What is this, by the way? Riot chance -5%. Well, that's good. Shipyard built. Shipyard in Mayence shows we have heard the call of the ocean. Will we soon be waving a first ship farewell? What manner of sailing vessel will... Sailing vessel, oh my god, will grace our shores? And that's +5 happiness. So these two cancel each other out. That's okay. And this one reduces the chance for rioting, so that's fine. We could edit this if we wanted to get rid of this, but if we do that too much, they might become very angry later on. I don't know exactly how that works, but yeah, it's a thing. And this is our new ship, Lord and Lad. Look at that. It's small, but it's very cool looking. It has all the crates on there as well to show you exactly what kind of ship it is. Can't defend itself, but that's cool. Alright, roots. We will add the Lord and Lad, and we will remove the Endeavor. Accept. There we go. Now then, let's see ourselves about a quest. Okay, we could get a lot of money for that. I want that. Better safe than sorry. Castaway. Oh, that returns. Like, where's the castaway? Here. This is exactly the same kind of quest that you would get in Anno 1404. Alright, so we have the shipwreck. Actually, quite cool looking shipwreck. Yeah, it does look pretty cool. But now, let's have a look. They have life rafts. Ah, that's too modern, damn it. Like, in 1404, they were drifting around in a barrel, and it looks so awesome. I kind of hoped for the same thing here. Like, okay, now they kind of have, like... They're still stranded, and they still need help, but... It almost looks leisurely, you know? Oh boy, okay, well. Yeah. What is this? This is just a shipwreck. We need 2, so these are the things we need. And this is simply the wreck they came from. And we have half an hour to do that. I don't think we have competition for this either, so that's absolutely fine. This is a nice way to make some money. A lot of money. And there's probably going to be a cooldown timer on the quest as well. Like, in 1404 it was like 30 minutes or something before you could ask for another quest. Which is fine. Oh, we have diplomacy as well. So we have peace with everyone except... for Anne Harlow, who kind of hates us and is at war, but hey, she's a pirate, so she's supposed to feel that way about us. Now, Bente Jorgensen, we have a reputation of 63, so we're pretty nice with her. We can maybe get a treaty, request trade rights and a non-aggression pact for 3 hours, chance of success 0, chance of success 0. But this is certain, actually. Alright, she likes that. Non-aggression pact. And this might make her more, medium to high, more eager to get trade routes. Demand 2,800. Yeah, sure, why not? Cool. I still don't know how to actually trade, except for like going back and forth with our ship. But yeah, okay. So they like that the fact that I have trade rights with this person and that we're friendly with her, I guess. She doesn't want an alliance quite yet. We need more reputation for that. We can also just talk to her. Oh, and this comes back from Anno 1404 as well. So offer a gift. The chance of success is very likely. Well, who would refuse a gift, right? We can ask her for a quest to also increase that favor on the reputation. We can flatter her, and the chance of success for that is very likely. Cool. We will do the same thing with these people as well, if it works out. Likely. And this guy, he looks very pissed. Medium to high. So it's still pretty good. Alright. Alright. Alright, we got one. Let's get the second castaway. Okay, there we go. Let's bring him back. That will give us a lot of money that we need. The balance is good. Very good, actually. But it doesn't give us a lot of money. Because, like, building these factories and stuff, they're very expensive. Right? So, that is... like, we will spend a lot of money building those things. And it will take a long time just with the balance, the positive balance, to get that money back. So doing these quests, making sales of products, is something you really do want to do. Right, so now this is finally working at 100%. And that's cool. Are we getting anything into storage though? Is the question. So no grain is going into storage. But we were making that into malt anyway. We have a little bit of malt into storage. Plus 10. Greatly increasing. But not the same thing for hops. It's only plus 1. So that's interesting. Maybe we can do something with that later on. Maybe we can add another beer production thing with just one more one more production building, this one, and then another one of these hop farms, and that might be enough. It might not be, but it could be. All right. Yeah, we don't need to select that ship. Now, I think we took care of basically everything these people want. It's alright, isn't it? Yeah. We've given these people everything they want. They have -5 happiness from the newspaper, which is unfortunate, but overall, they're very happy. And so I think it might be time to go to tier 3. And this is pretty exciting. Let's have a look. Let's start with these guys over here. The Age of Fine Craftsmanship. A new expedition is available. Oh, I'm very tempted. Because this is another new feature of 1800. Let's have a look. There's human in you here somewhere, what the fuck? Bish Bang Bibli? What the hell is that? Anyway, we can assign a new ship, and we need this stuff like naval power, highly likely. Rumor has it that hostile ships are on the route this expedition will take, so it's very likely. We need something that can shoot back. It's very likely that we need to conduct diplomacy, and it is very likely that we need faith. And on top of that, of course, we need rations. But when we do so, we will get a new region. So basically, those things that you could add, they basically give ourselves more morale, right? Naval power is satisfied, but this one is not, and that other one is not. But that comes from items that we don't have. So morale is at 60%, and all the bad things that can happen to us, they kind of take away from that percentage over time. And once it drops to 0, I think you might even lose your ship. So let's ignore that for now, just for a moment. Oh my god. Oh, we need steel for that as well. Alright. Let's upgrade this center row of houses. We have a lot of this. We need more workers, but we can actually increase some more farms. So we're kind of pushing like the luxury of our buildings up a little bit. Alright, so this seems like an okay, you know what? That one as well. just to get the row completed. This one will be fine like this. Right, so now we have artisans, and artisans want several new things. They, let's see, town hall allows you to influence your residents in public buildings. And we need windows for it. So what do these people want? The canned food is what they want. So to get canned food, we need cattle farms that produces beef. We need red pepper farms. That will be put into the artisanal kitchen along with an iron mine that produces cannery, I guess. The cannery takes iron from the iron mine? What? Not steel? That's interesting. This will require quite a bit of doing though. So we need farmers for this. 30 farmers in total. And then we will have the goulash. That is something that we can do here with the artisans that work in the artisanal kitchen. Now we need workers for the farm, for the mine, sorry. We have enough of that. And then we need another 75. So in total we need 150. We have enough of all the people that we need. We just need to get the fertility. Now we get the red bell peppers over here. They'd like more schnapps. Right, so we can increase that. Roots are down here. Let's edit this a little bit. To maybe 6 or something. And of course this will unload absolutely everything. There we go. Yeah. Now this thing is done. Assign to expedition. Open expedition menu. Ah. Let's have a look. What can we buy from you? Coal, items. Like I want some items. What is this? Trading charter. Ship action. Trading price is minus 5%. Okay, so that's not something we want. I want some items that will help us with a... Yeah, here we go. Later. Diplomacy 5. That is something we might need. 15. That's very expensive though. Look at that. 94,300 gold. That is crazy. And this merchant, 27. Handler, diplomacy as well. So we can get the later for 5,000. I think that's a worthwhile investment. We can probably get someone else as well. So what can we get from you in terms of items? Navigation. Globetrotter, rare, okay. Expensive though, we can't afford that. All of this is, oh no, we have the mate. Navigation and force. Self-heal plus 100%. That's pretty good. And pretty cheap. So how much slots do we have for this stuff? 2. Alright, and then these are the 3 people that we can buy stuff from. And we don't have any trade rights with her, so we can't get anything from that. But we'll get our ship. We'll send it over to here. We will buy that woman from here and the guy from over here for 10,000 in total. And then we'll get our first expedition to go out. And that will be interesting. Islands share menu. What is this? Dividend income shareholders. All me. Oh, we can still buy stuff from other people as well. That's pretty crazy. I don't think so, but who knows? Yeah. Alright, so first things first, we would need to have the red pepper farm. For that we need farmers. Now this is still doing okay, because it's only really getting from here and here. So he does that pretty fast. And we can actually build a red pepper farm over here maybe. And then the small trading post can take some of the load as well. Alright, so let's get the road out here. And we have enough workers here as well. So we can go here, get the red pepper farm. That's a cool looking building though, actually. Oh, and 108. Okay, so it's another one like this. I see. Alright, so we need to keep one space so we can move out like this a little bit. And that's 104 out of 108. There we go. A red pepper farm. This produces something every 2 minutes. That is very slow. So let's get another one. We will get a road to extend from over here to there. No. Get rid of that. The mouse can be a little bit sticky sometimes, it seems, which is a little bit annoying, but oh well. Right, we might not have enough space for this. 91 out of 108. And we can't do this. Oh, that's unfortunate. We need to do something with this road. Right, so we can destroy this, and then we can extend this over a little bit. Ah man, this is annoying. We need 4 more spots. We can get, okay, fine. You know what? Might not have been the best spots, but hey. One more. That is so ugly, man. But it works. Kind of roughing it there, but yeah. There we go. Alright, so then of course we need to amend our trade route over here. So this is going to be completely emptied and this is going to be used up. So in little wallets we can load the spices once they're done. Where are the spices? There they are. 50, everything basically. And now we will unload those in Mayence. Now we only have the 2 slots on the ship, but it should just work out. But these are nice buildings though, like all the red peppers over here and like the shape of the buildings. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Now we can get this road to extend over here as well. Oh yeah, very nice. And it still works out with the farmer workforce as well, so that's even better. Now with that taken care of, we can in fact start work on the cattle farm. And we will do that somewhere else. Over here maybe. So we would need another small warehouse. Because is there anywhere else we might want to do it? Not here. Not there. And we could do it on this island as well, but we would need to create everything we need. And we need artisans, so that doesn't quite work out. But we could get the cattle, but we could not transport it back because we don't have the appropriate amount of slots that we need. Unless... yeah, see now it's not grayed out anymore, so that's interesting, but... yeah. Frigates. Oh, I'd like a frigate, oh my god. But no, we can't do it. Unless we add another ship. In which case it might be done on here. And the ships are not expensive, but... nah. Small warehouse. We'll build that one right there. And that to extend. Make this little crossroads go out over here as well. Now then. Cattle farms. Where do we want to put the cattle farm? Like... I don't know the size of the cattle farm, or like the pastures. Alright, so that's a 4x4 space, okay. Alright, that's good to know. So let's pull this down for now, because now we know. Alright, so we need 4 spaces there. And we can... 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we build it right there, we can get 2 here. 2 there maybe, something like that. We'll extend a little road over here. And that road to right there. Now, what does this produce? Oh, wrong buttons there. 2 minutes. Artisanal kitchen, 2 minutes as well. So that kind of works out. And this was working for 2 minutes as well. Like, upkeep is okay for this. So we will actually just kind of continue with that. Right, we'll build that right there. And then we need the artisanal kitchen, which we could build right here, but we don't have the glass windows. Oh my god, really? Alright, can we pause that one? Pause that one. We'll go over here. We'll pause these as well. And I don't know, I think that reduces maintenance costs. Probably. Yeah, it halves maintenance costs. Okay. That is good to know. So we need to take care of windows first. Oh my god, that is a lot of stuff that we need to do. What is the time? It is 10 o'clock. It's not so late, actually. But I think I need another drink, because I'm running out and my voice is getting hoarse. Let's have a look. Fencray. I wish they'd do a HD remaster of Anno 1503 with functioning multiplayer. Yeah, that would be cool. I never played that one much, to be honest. I did play a bit of 1701. I did play a bit of 1602. But never much of 1503. And these ages, they get confusing a bit. Alright, so glass stained windows. Sand mine. Requires 3 coastline. Quartz sand. Glass. Lumberjack hut as well. Oh man. So we have a beach over here. We could actually do that right there. I think that's what I would like to do. Requires 3 coastline. Okay, so there we go. Right, and every 30 seconds this will produce something. Now we need the lumberjack's hut as well. And that works out quite nicely up in this outcropping there. Right, and we will kind of go around with the road, like so that we know exactly where we can build stuff. Now we need the glass makers. For that we need the artisans. We need 100 of those as well. Oh, that's a lot. We got the glass makers right there. And those guys, another 100 to get the window makers. And that's another plus 100 cost. Oh my god, that is very expensive. You can build that one right there though. And now we need to upgrade some houses again. So, that one. That one. And that's enough, actually. That's plus 1. But we are going to need more, of course, for the canned food. So, more stuff that we need to upgrade. So let's upgrade these houses. Yeah. Now we need to build some more farmhouses. This game kind of keeps going. I like that, because not a lot of building games do that, where you have to keep building more and more and more of everything. At some point you're just kind of built out with some things, but not here. Let's have a look at all the goods. So fish is slightly increasing still. It's not the best thing in the world. Schnapps is kind of going down, greatly decreasing with -10. So that is something, again, that we need to do something about. More farmers are coming in, but it says we are in the negative right now. I'm not worried yet, but it is something that we need to take into account. So let's place one little thing down here. Give it the fields it needs. Module limit reached, okay. And that's another 50 farmers right there that we need. It is a little bit crazy. Right, so what do these people need? I do like that a lot, actually. Alright, so these people are all pretty happy. These guys, though, what do they need? Happiness, they have access to everything they want. We're close. Seems to be going down. Are they? No, they're going up. They just need access to the market building. Alright then, let me pour myself another drink, because I think I deserve one. We've been going for, well, 2 hours and 40 minutes right now. It's a lot to be constantly talking like this. But I am really enjoying the game. Like, this is the point where I'm starting to get slightly overwhelmed, but we're simply going to do things with one task at a time, and we can keep up. Because on the whole, it's not that complicated if you just take things step by step. It's just when you start looking at all the things you need all at the same time, that's where you go like, oh my god, I need this, I need that, I need that, I need that, and then you just kind of, your head goes for a loop, and then you think it's too complicated, but it's not really. Like, it is complicated, you do need to think about what you're doing, but it's definitely not the worst thing in the world. You know, you can do things the way you need to, so we're close. Yeah, this is a nice area for that. Alright, we'll place that one right there. Let's have a look. This guy, they're constantly kind of busy. Missing upgrade cost. We don't have the bricks. Alright. Oh my god, it's even more people that we need. Like, how much does this need? Like, if we want to place down a farm, that's -10, -50 for that one, yeah, so -60. Oh god. And this is kind of how you keep going. Like, you need to balance all of these things, and it just gets kind of hard, you know? Because you need more farmers, you need more this to do that, and you just kind of keep going like that. Alright, so we'll build some more houses right there. Get a road to go around it. A little outcropping of houses right there. Because why not? Now that should give us all the people that we need. So they're slowly filling in. Yeah, these guys could do with a market of their own, I suppose. Like, they're still being serviced by this one, but not to the extent that we would need, that we would like. What is this? What am I pressing here? Oh, so we can turn on or off all the things that they require, and we can see all the things that they have in supply. So beer supply is 8, bread 23, workload supply 60, so we're all good for now, but schnapps supply 8. And we're taking 6 off every time that the ship comes by. So that is something that is concerning. And this is like a little patchwork of fields there. Anyway, at this point we can actually still upgrade some of these houses into artisan houses. And we do need to do that, because we have plenty of workers for now. We just really need the artisans. So we needed 100, so that's 100 right there. Visitors have no public moorings. No public mooring. That is interesting. I don't know what it does. Pleasant Esplanade opens the overview of this. Oh, hedges and walls and things like that. The Variety Theater. Interesting. And the sewing machine. So the needs keep increasing. It's a little bit... yeah. Right, let's have a look. Alright, so non-aggression pact. Of course, that one is going to be in the newspaper. I actually think that so far the game does a pretty smart job of, you know, finding all the notable events that have happened to the city. So the non-aggression pact and the trade partner, of course, are very positive things that make people happy. The canned food shortage that we have right now is making people a little bit angry. Well, that's to be expected. And we are working on it, but it goes with one step at a time. Like, we can't do it all at once. So the window makers. We had not made those. Oh, yeah, we did make the window makers, actually. Never mind. So we are getting windows, slowly but surely. Now, so we can move on to canned food. The artisanal kitchen is something that we needed. For that, we needed the windows and the bricks. But now, of course, we need more of these workers again. So I was a little bit overzealous in upgrading these buildings. But oh well. So good to see you, Uncle. Alright, let's upgrade that one. Upgrade that one. And this one. And that should be enough. For now. So that's the artisanal kitchen. And then we got the artisans to work on the other thing. Oh, artisans. Artisanal kitchen. Ah, it is artisans. Never mind. Alright, so in that case, we need to upgrade this one. We need 150 in total. Plus 140. 160. Excellent. And now we need to wait a little bit because we need iron. Ah, we needed 50 workers. Ah, shit. Yeah, okay, I see. I see. Oh my god. Alright. Do we actually have iron, raw iron in stock? We do have a lot of that, actually. So never mind. This one thing can supply us with all that we need. So that is something we do not need. Right? So we are almost at the amount of windows that we need. The bricks are also coming in. Should be okay. And then the steel is also almost there. So at this point, since we are making so much, I think we might as well stockpile a little bit of red peppers. Let's get these guys back on the job. And the same thing is going to be true for, of course, these guys right here. So that does cut into our profits a bit, but I don't care. We started with 50,000 and look at where we are now. Almost 3 hours into the game. Almost at the same level, and we've built so much. So I'm definitely happy with that. We have not overexpanded whatsoever. Alright, and then of course we need bricks and all that thing again for the cannery, which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah, we're stockpiling some of this stuff already on the islands, which is great. The artisanal kitchen can go right there, and then we can have the cannery right there. That's going to be good, but we have to wait a little bit before we have all the supplies that we need, because we only have that one clay thing. No, actually we have two. No? Yeah, we have one over here, we have one over there, and we could make another one. In fact, we might want to do that. But it is going to require some people again. So 50 workers for that one, 25 for that one, so 75 in total. We need 50 more. For that we need more farmhouses. We keep going on and on. But yeah. This is definitely like the farm village area. Oh my. Oh my. I do like that though, so that we have the farmers on the outskirts and we have all the other guys kind of in the middle. These houses look very pretty, and this is just tier 3, and after this we have tier 4. Right, so yeah. This is very cool. Right, so we're getting these workers again, so we need to upgrade some of these houses, and I think it would be nice to have like a little row of these guys to segregate these buildings from the farm buildings. Looks a little bit more natural. Right, so that is enough of that. So we can get the clay pit over here. With that thing right here. You know what? Let's do that right there, and we will go ahead and build a road. Ah, it does work. Okay. For some reason, at first it was grayed out, but hey, we're there. All right. Oh, we forgot all about this. Oh, oh my God. All right. So we can sell the schnapps, and I would like. Oh my God, she changed the items that she sells? The port dealer. Man, that sucks. Yeah. I think that might have been because of... No, okay, so we still have this. The sailor, navigation and force multiplier, handler for diplomacy. We're going to buy these two, I suppose. Carl Linnert from Mulching is obsessed with making his name heard again, and he seems to be achieving that for all the wrong reasons. Don't let his attitude get you in negotiations. Well, it's easy because he's a bit of an asshole. So missing goods. Yeah, okay, they're working on it, dude. Wait a second. Look at all of these people just walking around. It is so cool to see. I really like that. You can actually see like the wooden planks as well, and like crates. That these might be bricks or something. I don't know. It's kind of a generic crate, but it is really cool to see something like that. Yeah, this is going well, I think. Now, artisans. We have some stuff that we need. So we can make the artisanal kitchen. Yeah, we'll build that one right there. So people can get started on that. And we need 10 bricks for the cannery. 8 steel, we almost have that. And we need, let's see, 8 windows. That's going to take a little while longer. But that's fine. This is so nice, man. Look at that. And I'm curious about the clouds. Alright, that is something they need to fix. Yeah, look at that. There's no rainy cloud in sight, but it's raining. And it's even thundering. Oh my God, look at that bird. Is that an eagle? That looks like an eagle. Right, distraction moment time. Okay, he's going back up. I can't tell. Actually, that does look like an eagle. Wow. That's really cool. Alright, that guy is still underway. That's fine. This guy is still going. Actually, now looking at it from this angle, this city isn't quite so big yet. It doesn't feel too impressive. Alright, slowly getting there again. Oh, let's have a look. Missing beef, red peppers. Why are we missing red peppers? To fully support his roots. Oh, I see. Ah, man. The snaps is kind of doing us in. Okay. You know what? Easily fixed. Let's build another one. It's only a little bit of upkeep, like 15 upkeep. That's nothing compared to what we're making, and we can get an extra ship to bring some goods back and forth that we need. Alright, the worker force is going down for some reason. Need to keep an eye on that. I don't know why that's just happening, but it is. Right, so we need 8 windows. Window makers working at 100%. We're getting there, we're getting close. Now then, let's have a look. red peppers. Storage. Right, so we have 12 peppers. It's greatly increasing, so... And the snaps are no longer being... Is that what's going on? No. The snaps should be taken out. Alright, so this is a bit of a bug, because there's definitely space. But it's simply not taking it, because it thinks... well, we only have 2 slots on the ship. We're asking for 3 on the trade route itself. See, so that might be a little bit of a bug that needs to be fixed. Let's see. Eli Bleakworth prides himself on running the prison with an iron fist. All kinds of useful people seem to land in his cells. Build them out and they'll gladly join our company. Oh, is that how that works, huh? Alright, Sailor. Movement speed plus 5%. Loading speed. What? They keep changing every time. Cargo slot capacity. Expedition, navigation, force navigation. Okay, so we'll buy that guy. And diplomacy. Trade pirate, former pirate. Naval power 25, navigation, but these are super expensive. So we're going to get these two for 11,000. Open expedition menu. Okay. Alright, diplomacy, likely. Alright, so naval power also should be okay, I guess, but... Alright, rations. Some cider, maybe? Can we not take cider? Sausage, bread? No? Alright, so 87%. That's actually pretty decent. Let's start at expedition. It may be hard to deal with pirates, but gaining reputation with them could be very beneficial. Harlow might be more open to signing off trade rights or even negotiating peace if she likes you. Alright. That's good to know. Meanwhile, though, this ship is almost done, and we can add it to our trade route. Alright, so we need more workers. For that, of course, we need to upgrade some houses again. And this row is perfect for, like I said, it kind of breaks up the, you know, because this is highly advanced and then we go straight to farmers. That looks weird. So now we have this in between. Looks a little bit better. And these guys do have extra wishes. So all of those are being met right there. Schnaps. Oh! Destroyed building. Oh god. This kind of keeps going, eh? This thing is on fire. That thing is on fire. Oh, crap. Right, so that is a possibility now. Right, the fire station. And now it needs to train things up. Oh, god, that sucks. Because we need those. Alright, and meanwhile... the cannery should be set up and ready to go. Oh my god, that thing is huge. Okay. That is really big. But we're going to place it right there. That's fine. Alright, that was super quick. Can actually upgrade these. Recently damaged. Renovation not possible. Oh, now we can. Okay. Okay. Actually, then maybe we don't need that thing right there. I don't mind those things blowing up so much as long as we can immediately replace them. Because that went by really fast, right? So I'm thinking maybe that's not worthwhile to have those guys on hand there at all times. Anyway, let's have a look. Meat is going down. Sausages, greatly decreasing. That is something that we need to work on. Let's have a look. Farmers. We have enough farmers and we need some of the other guys. But I think we can do well enough there. So, we'll build that farm right there. We'll get some roads to go around this building. We need the farm fields or the pig fields. Alright, so that's 5 right there. Slaughterhouse. Fits in here. Works well enough, I suppose. There we go. Doesn't require a whole lot, which is good. Second tier is pretty easy still. Alright, so workflows are okay. Schnapps are kind of going down. -4. Ah. This ship is done. It's called the Sweet Harmony. That's a nice name. Anyway, let's have the root. Let's add the Sweet Harmony. One of your roots has a minor issue. Yeah, so that's the minor issue, I suppose. So this doesn't change anything. Because that is weird, right? No. Right, so let's get rid of that one. We'll get this out of here as well. Let's accept this root. We'll create a new one. Add a ship, which this will be the Sweet Harmony. And then we will load the peppers and unload the peppers there. This good is never unloaded. Like that is... What the hell? Right, little wallet. This is where they need to start. So we need to load the peppers. Like, why doesn't that work? Ah. Alright, that might have been my mistake. That was pretty dumb, actually. Never mind. Alright, so roots. We can actually see the ships going back and forth as well, which is kind of nice. Meanwhile, we have the world map. The old world. Okay. Region map. We should be able... Ah, that's the region map. Okay. Diplomacy world map. Okay. That's it. Yeah. This is our flagship, the Endeavour, going over to the new world. Rainforest. Potential rewards. New region. So this is going to take a while. Travel time. 2 minutes and 17 seconds. That is good to know. Alright. Again, I kind of forgot how to get out of it. Oh yeah, we click on the old world simply. That's it. It's not so complicated, but you need to know this stuff. Otherwise, yeah. Alright, variety theater. We need a lot of everything. More than we have. More than we can afford right now. And I would also like sewing machines. Now we do have a lot of iron. We could get a coal mine. We have a coal deposit here somewhere. Yeah, coal right there. Then we need to make a furnace. And then sewing machines. 150 of those guys. Oh, we need so much. Oh my god. Ah, we need so many more people. And then of course when we upgrade all of this stuff, we need more of all the other stuff to keep up. Ah, this is a puzzle. I like it, but it gets complicated fast. And this town is just working along. This is fine. It only has 5 people that are not doing anything, and everyone else is working. I suppose they switch out day jobs or something. I don't know. Would be the most fair thing to do, right? Anyway, we've been playing for 3 hours already. I think that's a bit. I think that's more than enough, actually. Kind of getting tired of talking and stuff, and I'm slowly being overwhelmed by all the extra things that I need to do now. I think we've done enough for one live stream. So, please leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content after the stream is done and you see this video. It's a long one, I know. Most people probably won't watch it anymore, but if you do and you like it and you want to see more, and even if you watch the stream, of course, and want to see more of me streaming this or making videos on it and continuing with this town, please do let me know in the comments below. And I will most definitely be returning to this game because I think Anno is awesome. I think it's a great series and I love this game quite a bit already. There's a lot of complexity and a lot of things to build and do. I think that's absolutely great. So, I will see you guys later. And have a good night. Or morning, or whatever time it is, wherever you're watching.